Hello, you listen to Six Music with me, Russell Howard. I'm here with my friend Jon Richardson.
Hello.
How are you, everyone? Hope you're very well. Adam Deneen there, scoffing a sandwich down right as we finish with a thumbs up at the end. John, do you want to tell everyone what you were doing just about 30 seconds earlier? Sniffing yoghurt. Sniffing yoghurt.
It's a banana yoghurt.
Yeah, but the way
you have to sniff it, but it's the naughtiest thing adults get to eat is banana yoghurt.
The naughtiest things?
Yeah, there's something naughty about banana yoghurt. It's like being a child again.
Explain.
Well, you shouldn't have banana yoghurt, should you? It's strictly for toddlers to eat with their fingers and get everywhere, and parents go, oh, look at him, he's got it everywhere, but everyone else goes, oh, it's making me feel sick watching your child eat that.
Nice. And talking of eating, you had a barbecue yesterday. How'd it go?
It was alright, yeah, tidy.
And tidy?
Yeah.
And where are your friends now?
They're in my house, and
Listen
I'm
to
not
this.
there.
Now, if you listen to the show regularly, you'll know that John is, obsessive-compulsive?
Mental.
Mental is another way of putting it, but we're not allowed... It's one of the words you're not allowed to say on radio, mental. Yeah.
You're not allowed to say it on Radio Mental.
Are you not allowed to say it on Radio
Mental? You're
Mental?
telling me I've not got my breakfast show there anymore.
Absolutely, yeah, exactly. Hello! But we've actually been sent in, how lovely is this? An obsessive-compulsive action figure.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Who sent it in?
T
from Brighton, I believe.
Yeah.
It's really great. I don't know if you can hear me rattling it. I've already stolen John's present, and
I haven't been allowed to look at it.
He's not allowed it until he stops sniffing yoghurt. But we're going to do an obsessive-compulsive test here, and we can do it, right? So here we go, John. One, we're going to give you a point, apparently, for each question you answer as true. One, do you carry a spray bottle of bleach in your briefcase?
No.
Oh, okay. Are you constantly looking for typos?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Is your canned food organised by expiration date?
No.
Oh, dear. You have disposable booties for your house guests. What's that mean? Disposable booties?
Like slip-on shoes, like socks, but shoes.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I was thinking very differently. That you had, like, sort of plastic arses that you were giving people.
No. No.
People probably do that, though. Just put, like, carrier bags around your sort of nethers.
Yeah.
Just in case. My nan once wet herself during Jumanji, and if we'd have had that... it was hilarious, though. It was just great. Literally, at the point when the monkeys came in, she went, ah! And just everywhere, all over her. She had to watch... Whenever she watched a film now, when she's around her house, she watched it in the kitchen. 5, your salad has to have an even number of croutons.
Oh, I hate croutons.
OK, you haven't really answered the question there.
I'm having a nice, light salad. You don't want to put fat and bread all over it. Back off. And in soup.
OK, so you're not putting an even number in. If you were to put them in...
Well, naught is neither an odd nor an even number.
OK, fair enough.
Feels like it should be even, though, doesn't it? Naught.
I'll give you a point anyway.
Naught's an even number.
I'll give you a point. 6, you mow your neighbour's lawn. I'm not so sure that counts.
Oh, I did bother with. I went to mow my lawn for me.
Hang on a minute.
Good news from Swindon.
Oh, it's all happening in Swindon.
Go on.
My lawnmower's bust.
Dun, dun, dun!
Good news from Swindon.
Oh, it's all happening in Swindon.
I'm wandering up and down my lawn like a jackass, and the grass isn't getting any shorter. So I thought about trimming it, but I ain't got time for that.
You haven't got time for it. You were just sniffing yoghurt, you weirdo.
Yeah.
How's your lawnmower? Such an amazing week.
I don't know how it's bust.
Such an amazing week in your world. Dear diary, lawnmower's gone. I was weeping outside. Why are you walking around your lawn if you haven't got a lawnmower?
Prodding round it with a fork, and I thought this probably isn't the best way to mend a lawnmower.
Number 7, you prefer to bump elbows instead of shake hands.
Yeah.
Okay, you're having that. You can't drive down streets named after trees.
Ooh. That's not true.
Well, no, but earlier you were getting annoyed about blackberries.
Oh, yeah, blackberries. Pick a new word if you've invented something new. Don't steal a word that already exists to describe something. Now there's confusion. Now there's people everywhere going, oh, I've got a blackberry. Do you mean a computer or a piece of fruit?
You're having a point for that. Mental. Number 9, you wash your hands after taking a shower.
Yeah, I do, but because after I have a shower, I wax my hair, and then I get wax on my hands, so I have to wash it off.
Lovely stuff.
It's not mental.
You have a list of your list. Absolutely, you do. I've seen them and I've added my own. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 to 6 points. You definitely have OCD tendencies.
Wow, well, that's shocking news.
Dun, dun, dun. So, John, the barbecue, continue. Oh, he's eating his... Oh, you're eating your banana yoghurt.
Crunchy chocolate flakes.
Now, what's the... what are you doing with them? You popping them all in at once?
Well, I've had half the banana yoghurt on its own as a little treat for me.
Yes.
And then I've put the chocolate flakes in.
Oh, see, I just say bang it all in. What I like to do with those, I very often chop up a banana and sling him in as well. Right. Get a bit of muesli, just bang it all in. Have a right pie in your yogurt pot.
There isn't space.
There is space if you slam it all in. Eat really quickly.
Right.
Get rid of that food. It's making me ill. It's disgusting. All I can hear is...
I finished.
No, you like that one of them toads out of the Creature Comfort adverts.
I like the creature comforts.
They're very good. They're very good. I've met Nick Park. Lovely bloke.
You've met everyone.
No, but it's just...
regaling us with anecdotes about Keith Chegwin this morning.
That isn't everyone, is it?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. That's Keith Chegwin and Nick Park. That's hardly everybody.
They're the two sides of celebrity status. If
No,
you've
they're
met
not.
them, you've automatically met everyone in between.
They're just lovely,
Nina
lovely
Nana.
blokes. I haven't met her. I like her name, though.
Gary Wilmot.
I haven't met Wilmot, although I was a big fan of Wilmot. I remember once he did a fantastic show, a sketch with, what was that character that Steve Coogan did?
Paul Carr.
Not Paul Carr, Tony Farina.
Oh, yeah.
It was very good.
I saw Gary Wilmot at Woodall Services on the M1.
That's why you brought out Wilmot? He went, have you met Gary Wilmot?
He's a buddy of mine.
I have. Oh, yeah, you met... Let's talk about this. Right, I've met Cheggers and Nick Park. Big fish, big fish. What about that time you rang me up? Hey, you'll never bloody guess who I've just seen. Robbie Savage.
Oh, I saw Robbie Savage,
Yeah,
yeah.
and he was properly turned on by him, weren't you?
I couldn't believe how tall and
he's
strapping
handsome.
he was.
It was great. He's handsome in the flesh, you know.
It helps when you step out of a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really, you forget that they're athletes. You just see him on telly, and especially Robbie Savage, who you just think's a bit of an idiot.
Yeah.
Then he steps out of a car in like a suit, and he was massive, and he had big blue eyes.
I've got a lovely image. It was, honestly, it was great. He was genuinely like, just really, you know, I'm not being a stranger out. He's just really fun.
You can see why footballers get so much.
He said to me. What's really funny, I've got this lovely image of you wandering into the petrol station and just kind of going, there you go, £10 and 1p. I've only got the tenner. Right. I will fill in the petrol in. Robbie Savage gets out. I've spilt too much. Please let me have a penny.
If I got a £10 and a penny, I'll put it up to 15. I can't go into a shop and admit that I've made a mistake.
Really? What?
The first thing they know about you is that you can't count to 10.
No, they don't know that. You've made a simple mistake. That's why I had those lovely penny pots. What a fantastic idea that is. The spare pennies, in case you've made a mistake. The amount of times I've put my hands in there.
I bet you have.
I don't mind telling. There you go. Sorry about that.
£11. I didn't mean the extra pound. You don't mind if I take that, do you?
I didn't like that. Come on, I'm taking Nick Park out for a day trip. But yeah, Cheggers, lovely bloke. Nick Park, lovely bloke. What were you originally on
Dean
about?
Windass.
I've met Winder.
The barbecue.
The barbecue, yes. So...
It was good, but I got drunk.
Yes, and what's very scary about it is that John was just kind of going, hey, look, I've got the shakes. A minute ago, he was eating his yoghurt and his hands were waggling all over the shop. And then, I'm going to shop you.
Yeah.
Like the police are listening to the show.
Yeah.
What's just
happened there? I saw the police this morning on my way in. Giving me the eye, they was.
No, they weren't giving you the eye.
They
What's
were.
happened? No.
They're just saying, "El Nino, Nino, or I'll do you."
Lovely, callback. But... John has essentially, for a man who's got OCD, done a bit of drink driving this morning.
I have not.
You have.
I stopped
John's
drinking
mum, are you
early
listening?
yesterday.
What time?
About 3
It's not out of your system. You stopped drinking at 3?
in the afternoon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
I had a Tia Maria and Coke, and then I stopped.
Tia Marie and Coke, went upstairs, watched me Robbie Savage videos.
Right,
So you're a drink driver,
unbelievable.
and then you've come in, sozzled. You've had what you always do when you're half cut, yoghurt. And but where are your mates? That's what we were all worried about. The mates that came to the barbecue.
You can do this on your own now.
We're not talking.
No.
See, when you broke the law, you will just do anything.
My mates are in my house, and I'm not.
And how does that
And
make
they're
you feel?
touching stuff and going through it.
Oh, I tell you what we should do. Let's ring them up. You up for that?
Yeah. Yeah. Check on them.
Let's ring up, see what they're up to. What's the number?
I'm not telling you my phone number now.
Fair enough. We put it on now.
This is cracking, isn't it?
This is exciting. Wonder what they're doing. They're probably
They better not answer.
They're dressed as
You
dragons.
don't answer a mate's phone.
You talk.
It'll go to voicemail.
Here we go. This is at John's house, live to the Swindon Palace. Everyone,
Just be waking them up.
everyone quiet there. They're all in the one big bed. Oh, please pick up the phone.
They're not
Here we
going
go.
to answer.
Welcome to Beacon Answer 1571.
Leave
The
a
person you're calling
The
is
person you're
live
calling
on
is
6
not
Music.
available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Alright, it's me. I was just phoning about me. Love to my mum.
We'll do it again in a minute.
Alright, we'll try them again.
So how much?
Shut up.
So we've had a bottle of wine.
Unbelievable.
Tia
I
Maria,
hate you sometimes.
Sherry.
And you all laughing as well, encouraging him. Look at him giggling like a girl.
Sherry's come out.
Unbelievable.
Sherry's come out in the equation. That's what's wonderful. And then barbecue. You're 25, 24?
24, alright, Grandad.
Oh, there's not even that.
Bring me into your world, Zimmerman.
Oh, yeah.
Hans a Zimmerman.
Did you see we had John's friends ringing back the studio, but we didn't take the call.
Or it might not have been them.
Who else is it going to be?
But they're dialing out on my phone at my expense.
Whoa, that's a pretty penny. So you've
All
had
right, lads, if you're listening, I get an itemised bill, so look out.
So we're going to try and do the show in Amsterdam, aren't we?
Yeah.
John did some gigs in Amsterdam, ripped them.
I'm going to go out and get drunk and drive there.
Yeah, probably will, you smash head. How can you have... What time did you start drinking?
I don't know. I can't remember yesterday.
Well, that doesn't bode well. You're
I started drinking at about 2.
Right. Okay, what time did you stop?
About past.
Lies. Well, you had a bottle of wine and a sherry, just sunk it all down, and then just led on your carpet.
Problem with barbecues is you start drinking when the guests arrive, but you forget it takes half an hour to get the barbie stoked. So by the time the barbecue's ready to cook on, you've had too much to drink.
And what were the big incidents of the evening? I understand they turned up with two hot chicks. Is that right?
Well, we went round...
Oh dear, did you hear that, listeners? That was a man who's about to chuck up, shaking like an ex-boxer.
We went round the Monkey Tavern for a beer.
He went down the Monkey.
And my mate's got lost.
You probably drove there, didn't you? Because you like that.
I just stole a kid's skateboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pushed him off it and stole it.
You're like Biff from Back to the Future.
Very much so. But my mate's got lost and turned up with 2 girls.
Really?
And I haven't spoken to a woman since I moved to Swindon.
No.
Although I did talk to one after the gig this week.
You did, you told me about that.
Yeah.
And
I bottled it, though.
What happened?
Well, she said you were really funny.
Oh,
And
let's
what
recreate it. Let's recreate it. Okay, what you should have said. Hey, you're really funny.
Go out with me, I'll never leave you.
Okay, and what did you actually say? We'll do it again. Hey, you're really funny.
Thanks.
And that was it?
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Really bottled it. Not for the chat, mate.
Nah, that's fine. You just done your gig. I understand you. What was that bloke you were on with? What was his name?
Sugar Sammy.
Sugar Sammy. What a great name that is for a comedian.
I learnt a lot about how women react in certain scenarios.
They love shoes?
They do love shoes and cushions.
Right, let's go back to the...
If they ever make a shoe that feels like a cushion... Oh!
It's all going off in Swindon. Now, so they were there. They brought ladies back to your house.
No, they didn't come back to the house.
Okay.
No.
And anything else?
I lost all my balls.
What?
I had balls in the garden.
God, it sounds like a cracking barbecue, this. You've laid out balls for them.
I've got a little goal in
I've seen that. I've kicked a few in there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I quite like doing in your kitchen. You leave your washing machine with the door open.
Yeah.
You get the ball. You can bend the ball from the living room right in the washing machine. Kick it right in the hole. That's a lot of fun. You want to try that?
I'll have a go. I haven't got a ball now, though, because I flicked it up for Gary, who decides to take it on the volley.
Oh, Gaz is mad.
Now it's in the neighbour's garden.
Right.
And the blue ball's gone over the other side.
Why don't you just nip over?
Well, I can't. I'm 24. That's too old for going round and going, excuse me, I've kicked my ball over your fence.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, beside Hadrian's Wall, your fence. It's tiny. You just nip over.
Right. I'm not going to. No, I'm not trespassing.
I'm going to dress up as you and go around.
You're going to dress up as me, are
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
You're going to lose some weight.
Oh! Son of
You
a...
started it.
That's you then. You're... no need for that. Right.
Having fun, aren't we?
Yeah, we're having a great time. Let's ring them up. It'll be fun. What's the number again,
Are
John?
we trying him again?
Yeah.
Right.
Right, you talk. Really sexy as well. Here we go, we're doing
Like
it now.
normal.
Yeah. Hello, you listen to Six Music. You listen to Six Music, by the way. I hope very well indeed.
That is filler.
What's happened? We're John had a barbecue last night, and we're just ringing up his house because his mates are still there. Where were they all sleeping?
2 in the office, 2 in the living room. But when I left, I reckon one of them got in my bed. They're not answering.
What's going on?
Probably just as well.
Welcome to BT
That's
Answer
polite.
1571.
So you don't answer another man's phone. They know I get a lot of
The person
business
you're calling
calls.
is not available. Please leave a message.
Oh, we've got to leave another message.
I like the fact that she...
Hello, Reg. I'm watching you. We've had some lovely texting. I'm Russell Howard. This is my friend John.
All right.
Yeah, oh, he's in a grump. I've told everyone he's a drink driver, which he is.
Which I'm not.
Hey, come on, pal, it's fine. Text us on
I hate
64046.
you. I've watched you drive, picking yoghurt off your footwell, just curled up inside it, sleeping, doing 90 on the motorway.
Yep. Hi, you can text us on 64046.
Hi.
Oh, I don't know why I said that.
Hi, you can get in touch with me. Hi. Hi, friends.
Hey, this is funny. Listen to this, right? We've had a text in, which is on the number, which is 64046, or you can email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk with any question you'd like answering, anything like that. Someone says, hi, Russell and John. Over the past few weeks, both of you seem to be using the word jip a lot.
Right.
And her dog is called Jip and goes mad whenever you say it, which is quite funny.
All right, Jip.
Hey, jippy, jippy, jip, jip! Jip! This way, Jip! So hopefully there's a few... it'd be awkward if Jip's just, like, run at her and she's hit her head or something now.
Right.
But we got to go into the news. Nothing we can do. Jip, if you're listening, simmer.
Down, Jip.
Down, Jip. We've had an email in from Andy Mitchell who says, guys...
Hi, Andy.
Well, you say that, John.
Oh,
He says,
Andy.
making pretend phone calls to your mum's answer machine when you know she's out to make believe friends about a barbecue that never happened
yeah.
because you aren't allowed to play with matches. There's no excuse for live radio.
I
Nice,
bought matches.
nice show, by the way, Andy in Bristol.
Shut up.
Well, Andy, you son of a gun, we're going to get hold of
I had a
John's friends.
barbecue. I had
Yeah.
pork burgers, lamb burgers, steak,
Yeah.
chicken,
You enjoying this, Andy? Tell him.
sausages.
Sausages, Andy.
3 types.
3 types. What types?
Toulouse sausages.
2 loose. Do you like that, Andy?
Yeah, you Toulouse.
Damn, Jip! Go on, carry on.
I had it all going on.
You had it all going on. Hey,
Potatoes,
all right.
onions and mushrooms.
I'm off carbs.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
For your impression
What?
of me? Is that why you're off
Oh,
carbs?
stop it, mate. How
Why
much
are
do
you
you?
off-
How much do you weigh?
10.5
Okay.
on a heavy day.
On a heavy day, if you have
On
a
a
bit.
day when I've been, eating M&Ms because girls have been nasty to me.
Oh God. Have you ever done that?
Eating M&Ms, yeah.
What? Because they've been specifically nasty. Do you ever talk to them as you're putting them in? She said this to me.
No.
Eat you? I couldn't eat you. Can I? Nom 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 nom. Yes, she said all the bad stuff. Eat you as well. Hey, I tell you, it's this time of the day. It's the news quiz.
Oh, we can't call it the news quiz.
We do this every
I've been
week.
getting emails off Sandy Toxvig.
I call it the news quiz. It's the only quiz. It's the only quiz that matters.
Sandy Toxvig, the only woman
If
in the
you
world.
and Sandy Toxville had a conversation, that'd be like that bit when you see your sort of your future self in Back to the Future, wouldn't it?
No.
Yeah, you sound exactly the same.
She's a small Scandinavian woman.
Yeah, have you heard how you sound?
She's the only woman in the world with a more irritating voice than Hazel Blears. I've got a right bee in my bonnet about
he's
Hazel Blears at the
Now,
moment.
forgive my ignorance. Who is Hazel Blears?
She's just a thing that keeps talking and rubbish comes out of its mouth.
That isn't enough, John.
She's going to be deputy leader of
That
the
sounds like a
Labour Party.
bin you've put someone in. Go on.
That's what she looks like. She just keeps going. She looks horrible. She sounds horrible. She talks rubbish. If you're listening, Hazel, sorry. I know it's Sunday, it's your day off and that.
So if you listen, Hazel, don't mind him. He's a little bit drunk.
Book your ideas up.
Right, it's news time. Right, if you listen to the show before, what happens? Basically, it's true or false. We've noticed that the news is getting more and more farcical. Like this week, everyone's gone mad about the Olympic logo. Did you see that? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But the papers told us that we're really concerned about it. The you annoyed, I'm annoyed. You annoyed, I'm annoyed. And all the Sun had sent in various kind of people doing different, like kids had done stuff. The Daily Mail had got people who'd done it in a matter of minutes, and they had better images than the Olympic logo. Blah de blah de blah de blah. The Sun actually got a monkey to do a picture and send it in as the Olympic logo. How fantastic is that?
The thing is,
Go on, this could be good.
if you look at them all,
They're all-
like, you
yeah.
look at it and you go, it's rubbish. But then they show you the ones from all the last Olympics,
Yeah.
and they're all rubbish.
no one
It's
cares.
just numbers.
But we don't care. You care about if someone sort of bumps in front of you at the queue at Tesco. That's what you're annoyed about. You're not annoyed about the Olympic logo. But the Sun, not
No
only...
one pushes in front of me.
That's a fair point. Not only the logo, but they also, not only do they get a monkey to do it, they also, I told that story this morning, the Sun, this is genuinely true, they put a man in a 10-foot by 10-foot room for 24 hours with nothing but the logo on a white background to see if he went mad or not. And that isn't a fair test to see whether or not you can put anything.
That is investigative journalism.
You could put a picture of a monkey, right, on there, just monkey, put me in there, and I'd go mad. And I love monkeys. But this is straying from the point. Now, news quiz, true or false, did it happen, did it not? Right, tot it up, Adam, are you ready with the scores? Let's do this, right? Adam did the fist there, which is fantastic. Right, John, a magician in Romania is on the run after killing his assistant during a matinee. True or false?
False.
Damn it! You looked because it
Yeah.
said false, cheat.
I didn't.
Mark it down as a 0.
Oh, now I've got X-ray eyes, have I?
Have you?
No.
Oh, I don't know what happens when you're drunk.
I knew it was false.
The RAF have banned pilots from painting pictures of saucy women on their warplanes currently bombing in Afghanistan.
False.
It's true. They've been banned because they could offend female staff, and also they could cause offence in a country where up until 2001, all women were forced to wear head-to-toe veils. That's what annoys them. It's not the bombs, it's the titties.
You're
Now,
not allowed to draw a naked woman on your plane.
yeah, political correctness gone mad, John.
Why would you do that? It's distracting when you're driving a plane.
What are you talking about, you lunatic? It's underneath. It's not on the dials.
Why would you do that?
You're not drawing a picture of a bosom on your... that bit.
Right.
It's underneath, so that people down below can sort of lift their hat up and sort of go, oh, look, there's
I
breasts.
can't believe they've just decided that you can't do that. No, honestly, lads. We can't have these naked women
not-
being painted on RAF property.
What? Who was that?
That's my tax dollars paying for that paint.
What character was that? It was just some farmer who's turned up. Sorry, lads, I like tits as much as the next guy, but not on a plane.
You can't know. I'm not having that.
Well, you have to have it because I've done the quiz
If
and
you're
it
listening,
happened.
the RAF. Why would you honestly?
A man was thrown at... True or false, John? A man was thrown out of a supermarket for trying to buy 10 sausage rolls.
Oh, God, that's got to be false.
Damn it! It's very close.
Why did you think I'd go for that as a story?
Because there was a story this week that a man was thrown out of Tesco for trying to buy 8 Cornish pasties.
Why was he thrown out?
Because it's company policy to only buy 6. Shit.
Why didn't you say that story? If you just said a man's been thrown out for buying 8 Cornish pasties, I'd have said false.
John, there's another question here. Crime goes up during a full moon. True or false?
True.
True. Mark it down. Shane Ritchie is afraid of toast. True or false?
False.
Damn this.
Again.
Wait. This'll get him. The waltz is to made compulsory in Chinese schools.
False.
Yeah, true. Rack it up, Deneen. They're going to do 5 minutes between classes. In Blackpool... Right, no, I'll do that one later. Damn that one.
Oh, well, now I know the one that starts with Blackpool is false because you laughed when you said it, so I'll just have a mark for that.
Rats find it impossible to throw up. True or false?
Oh, God, I hate this game. False.
True. Rack it up, Deneen. They can't throw up.
Oh.
I don't know who's done the research, but I found out on the internet they can't chuck up.
I've seen Roland Rat in a bin covered in his own sick.
Yeah, well, that's what happens in barbecues. Sharks never get sick. True or false?
Are these all going to be about sick? They never get... Do you mean they never get ill or they never vomit?
Sharks never get sick, John. True or false? If you're playing at home, sharks never get sick. True or false? Jip, down.
True.
True, it is true, unfortunately. The very first bomb dropped by the Allies on Berlin during World War II killed the only elephant in the Berlin Zoo.
True.
Hey, you cheating son of a gun. Was Adam Hudson nodding then?
Yeah, and he put his arm out like it was his trunk, and on his palm was the word true written.
A bird in Devon has a strange eating habit. He likes paint. He can't get enough, said his owner. True or false?
Oh, God. False.
It's false.
What was the real story?
There wasn't one, I made it up. In Blackpool, kids' voices are to be broadcast over loudspeakers to shame adults caught by the cops.
False.
True, it's true. I don't know how they're going to do that, but fantastic. What was the total scores?
I win again.
What's the scores?
John, for Toronto.
Son of... Talking of which, actually, I found this. We've had a date request come in.
On paper?
Yeah, it's addressed to me. It says Russell Howard. Subject, drinks with lovely John. Hello, lads.
Bit of Windy Pops. Is
Yeah.
that in the email?
Oh, let's get rid of
dear.
that. That was John, everyone.
That was
who
not
earlier
me.
this morning was driving down the motorway at Oswald. Hi, lads. I thought I'd write in. Let's do it in a sexy voice because she sounds pretty full on. This is from Jess. I thought I'd write in as my friend tried to pimp me out to John the other week. I remember. She was the petite blonde who enjoys Mark Lawrence in commentaries and has a fondness for awkward boys. What John doesn't know is that awkwardness is what girls want in men.
Oh, it's not.
Stop it, John, please. Let her speak. Highly unlikely to find a girl to cheat on them with. Absolutely. This cat ain't going nowhere. And in a profession where fidelity doesn't seem to be a major concern, I mean, she's worked at the Pleasance for a couple of years, John, and unfortunately she's walked in on more than one groupie scenario. I imagine you'll be fighting them off with a something stick, she says. Would love to buy John a drink if he's up for the fringe, and as it's Edinburgh, he won't need to drive anywhere. Nice. Jess, 2
I'm
kisses.
getting a bike.
Okay, Jess.
Thanks.
Jess, if you're listening, send me an email, right, and I'll sort the date out.
I will never leave a girl.
Right.
But unfortunately, I will lower your self-esteem so that you never leave me. It's a give and take scenario.
That's simply not true, though, is it?
No.
What have you found in your satchel?
Well, this is my reaction to the news quiz, right? These two...
To the now famous news quiz.
Yeah, the inverted
As endorsed by
commas news
TV's Nick Park.
quiz. Yeah. And Keith Chegwin and Dean Windass.
Yep.
I can't believe I came up with Dean Windass. Now, these are both true, so it's not really a game.
Oh, is this a comeback?
Yeah,
So
well,
I'm going to try a falsum. Fair enough.
regular cuddles reduce women's risk of heart disease.
That's absolutely true.
That was true. That was in the paper this week. That is ridiculous.
No, it's not.
That made me angry when I read that.
No.
And then that increased my risk of heart disease.
No, but that's not true. If you give someone a cuddle, giving strangers a cuddle is probably going to make the heart rate worse.
That Borat's getting sued. Did you see that? By the man he tried to hug on his film.
Really?
A man suing him because he said it caused him deep emotional distress
Oh, really?
to be hugged in the street by a stranger.
It probably would, though, wouldn't it? I mean, you know, obviously he's just trying to make a pretty penny, but
Yeah, I thought he was an extra.
I wouldn't really like getting hugged in the
No?
street. I mean, you've got to be ready for a hug, haven't you?
Yeah,
'Cause you
you've
never
got to
know.
brace yourself, do a bit of prep.
You never know what you're thinking. What's the other story?
The other story is that snoring can increase your risk of Alzheimer's.
That's true as well.
Yeah. I said they were both true, and you watched me read them out of a newspaper.
So that's 2-0, Adam. Mark it down. So I believe it was 7-4 earlier. It claws
Yeah.
back to 7-6.
Right, but you still lose.
So what's the main body of that story about snoring?
It's to do with oxygen going to the brain, and if you snore, apparently you deprive your oxygen and then you die.
So I'm getting Alzheimer's.
Yeah, big time.
Remember that time we slept together?
We slept in the same hotel in separate beds.
Potato.
No,
What
we didn't
happened?
play that.
We were in... it was an experimental night. We were asleep. What's happened there?
Oh, I've just seen the next track.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Christ. Can we put that somewhere later?
Oh, dear. What's happened there is, right...
So, shall I tell the story about us?
Yeah, you tell the story, then I'll tell a little story about the track. Then we'll go into the track.
Okie dokie, yeah, it'll be like proper radio.
Yeah.
Story, linking to the tune. This is going to go particularly well. Me and John were doing a gig in Lancaster, and your dad was going to watch, wasn't he?
Yes,
And
he was.
if you haven't heard of John's dad before, wonderful guy. The most incredible sideburns I'd ever seen. Brilliant, proud man. Saw his son smack this gig every which way but loose. Came off and went, very good, very good. And John was smiling. It was wonderful. I took John out for a curry. It was
We had
fantastic.
takeaway.
It was a bit weird, though, wasn't it? Because it was one of those. It was in Lancaster, and this bloke went, "You all right, lads?" and just showed us this random porn on a mobile. Like we were trying to order a curry. Went, "Look at that!"
I believe you got Bluetoothed, is that right?
John, please. that was the only way it would work. Why did I do
Here,
that?
mate, can I get that on my
I
phone?
didn't do that.
Can you...
That wasn't the way it worked.
Can you do that phone magic?
It wasn't that. No, I was so scared of this man.
Do phone magic and then I get done on my phone as well, and then I can
I
watch
said-
it all the time when I'm driving.
I said,
That's wrong, that.
I didn't.
That's so wrong, it's right.
Oh,
They
it wasn't that. Please let me tell people what actually happened.
She's going to want a shower.
He was a fierce. I can't talk. He was a fierce-looking man, and he had a big hat on, and he was very scary. And he went, "Hey, get a load of this," and he was. And I couldn't play it on my phone.
No.
So I believe he said, "It's all right, I'll Bluetooth it to you."
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go, "Oh, I'm fine, I'm all right, I've got enough as it is."
No,
So
you did not want to do that.
So I said, "Oh, all right, then you may as well." I haven't got any more. It was horrible, though. That's
You
not-
didn't-
It was, well, anyway, it's not what you should
I
use it-
don't need it, mate. Have a look in the background. Who's that sat on the fridge? Hello! That's me. I do my bit in a minute.
Oh, John.
I just eat a bowl of Rice Krispies.
Right. So we had our curry, and then John got awful problems with his guts, but that came in the morning.
Worst food poisoning I've ever had.
During the night, apparently I was snoring, and every so often John would just be... I'd look over to him, because he'd wake me up, and he was led, the way he sleeps, in like a tomb, just occasionally going... clapping to try and wake me up like a dog. And then I wake up in the morning, John's gone, I'm terrified, I go for a slash, he's asleep in the bath.
Had to go and sleep in the bath because he was being so loud.
So I'm literally having a wee. Morning! What are you doing in the bath, you weirdo? I couldn't sleep because you snore.
What are you doing, weeing in the bath? Didn't
Yeah.
get me started.
Yeah, exactly. Have you seen my phone? We've had loads of emails in about... there's
They're text, aren't they,
apparently,
also?
no, this is an email, Jonathan.
Oh.
Do you want to apologise?
Well, there's only two there, which
Well,
isn't
you-
loads.
Well, two is actually one, but you're so drunk, so pie-eyed. you
I'm
think-
seeing two.
You probably are, mate. You probably try and drive me home later.
I'm seeing four of you.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Oh, no, it's just the one. It's just massive.
Bum, bum, bum. John's an alcoholic. Now, last week...
When did this become a game?
What?
Calling me an alcoholic?
Well, you are an
I'm
alcoholic.
not an
Oh,
alcoholic.
you're lovable and
I haven't
all.
had a drink yet this morning.
Who you
Apart from my usual one to get me out of bed.
Yeah, well,
Apart from that.
you've got to have your sherry to get you going. Who
Got
has
some on your
sherry?
cereal, haven't you?
Sherry.
Someone gave me a bottle of sherry.
I've got some absinthe. I found it underneath
Give me it.
I found it underneath my bed.
Did you?
Yeah. Do you know how much alcohol is, the percentage?
100?
68. And apparently you're supposed to drink it through a special spoon, and you put sugar on it to make it tasty. It's all green,
That's
though.
heroin.
No. It's definitely absinthe. Anyway, apparently last week you claimed that Swindon, the crime had dropped.
Yeah.
Dylan McMillan sent us in...
Dylan McMillan.
Yeah, it's a cracking name. Dylan Macmillan at virgin.net.
The rest of texts and emails, everyone has to have a rhyming
Yeah,
name.
it's great, isn't it? He says, all right, boys, John's statement on last week's show that crime has significantly dropped in Swindon since his arrival might not be down to his claim that the local bad boy chavs are scared of him. It might be that the person he bought his house off was the local mafia lord. They've taken their crime wave to another part of the country. Either this or John secretly prowls the streets of Swindon at night as some kind of comedic Batman. Love to your mothers.
Thanks. Do you know, they've stayed in the area. Now, this is a dilemma.
Here we go.
Good news from
tried.
Swindon.
Oh, it's all happening in Swindon.
They had a parcel delivered this week, the people that used to live there.
Oh, you've got to open it.
Well, I didn't. I had a sorry, we tried to deliver a parcel.
Right.
So I have to make a special trip to go and pick it up. Just to steal it, which I'm not really comfortable doing.
Well, surely
but
just...
it might be something quite good.
No, send them on a letter saying...
I don't know where they've gone.
Who you rented the property off.
Just through a letting agent.
We'll send a letter to the letting agents. Ring them up, John.
I could do that.
Human
couldn't I?
contact.
I've got loads of their posts now. I thought they might pop round for it.
We'll just do
that.
that. But you can ring up. There might be a girl who works at the letting agency.
There isn't.
So it was like you tried it. Hiya, me again. I'll call back in 5. Hey, let's call your flatmates while we're here talking of ring-ups. If you've just woken up, basically, John had a massive barbecue, got pie-eyed last night, and there's various kind of paraphernalia littered all over his house, and we've been trying to get hold of his friends who are currently staying at his house. I like the idea they're ruining the place. This is making John's OCD mind go crazy.
They'll just be turning stuff round, just little things, just to get on my nerves.
Here we go. It's ringing.
At least we're waking them up so they're not getting a good night's sleep.
Absolutely.
If nothing else.
It's 11:05. They should be up, John. Who's answering? Gaz.
No one will answer. Sam might answer. No one's answering. They're good. I'm proud of him.
Welcome to BT Answer 1571. The person you're
How did
calling
she
is
get
not
in my
available.
house? I wish she'd stop
Please leave a
screening my
message
calls.
after the tone.
Pick up the phone!
This isn't going to work, is it?
Pick up the phone!
It's not an answer machine. You've watched too many films.
Oh, it's not an answer machine?
No.
Oh,
It's
right.
not ringing now.
No, so there's no one here? We exist in a vortex?
Where's this come from?
Where's the beep? Where's it telling me to stop?
Just stop now. Just stop. Let's just hang up. Why are we doing this? This is BBC money.
But this is talking to you. How freaky is this?
I'm not going to listen to this. I'm just going to delete it.
No,
Although I've got jokes on my phone. If I think of jokes when I'm out, I leave them as answer phone messages for me when I get home.
Bye,
I have
John.
a little chuckle.
Hey, that was the Heinrich manoeuvre by Interpol. I enjoyed it.
Hey!
Have you ever given the Heimlich?
The Heimlich.
Have you?
No, I haven't.
I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
No, you have.
Yeah, I have.
No, you haven't.
I have.
Who to?
My friend Jamie.
Right.
We were 12, maybe 15, and we were playing a game, drinking game, you'll love it. We start the car, what we do, we put all, like, kind of spirits, like, all horrible sort of manky spirits, like
Ghosts.
gin and all that malarkey, all in one sort of cup, and then you all went around, you had to try and bounce a 50p off the table, make it land in the cup, right? And then you could either drink it or you could nominate someone to drink. And my friend Stephen, bang, lands in there, went, Jamie drank it. You have to drink it and then catch the 50p in your teeth and then let it drop back, clunk, down, the game continues. We did this 3 times he was nominated, so he's quite drunk. 15. But on the 3rd time, drunk it, swallowed the 50p. Instantly, his eyes bulged. We were all 15, so we started giggling a lot. And then my friend Alan... I said somebody do the Heimlich manoeuvre. My friend Alan, who's a huge bear of a man, grabbed hold of Jamie and started pulling on his stomach like that, really pulling on it, really. And we were 15. To our 15-year-old minds, your brain is going, he's trying to bum him. So we spent about 10 minutes laughing. No, we didn't get the 50p out.
Right.
We all tried it in the end, trying to shunt him, but we couldn't do
So
it.
you haven't performed the Heimlich manoeuvre, as I said.
I didn't.
You've watched your fat mate
No,
Alan
I did it because he couldn't.
sodomise your other
No,
friend.
because he was giggling too much. He couldn't do it. And he went, someone else try it. I'm laughing too much. Jamie's like that. And then we were all trying. And then we all had a go on him. But we were all giggling too much that we couldn't
You
actually
all had a go on
properly do him.
him. Lonely days in the countryside.
And then we just left him.
Yeah,
But he's fine. He swallowed it.
good lad.
There you go.
Cracking story.
Look, what about health and safety? You ever done anything like... Talking of which, actually...
Have I ever eaten money?
No. Have you ever... Did you do the old Resusciani thing at your school? You probably didn't have, like a dole up there. You probably just
No.
had a bit of stick.
Yeah.
There's a story here about because last week John was going mental about flip-flops. I was wearing them, nothing wrong with it. They've been banned in... Don't touch your bits.
I'm not touching my bits.
You always... Whenever I start talking about flip-flops, you always go for your groin. Stop, behave yourself. Christ alive. He already got really annoyed with me. Thanks very much. I've lost 50% of my listenership. Tell him I'm a drink driver, and now you're touching your nuts. Flip-flops been banned in Oldham. What do you make of that?
I'm all in favour of it. Let's spread this out worldwide.
It absolutely sounds like it's been written by you. Bosses at Oldham Council have banned staff from wearing flip-flops and sandals to work, citing health and safety.
Health and safety.
That's fantastic, right? They fear people who wear the flimsy footwear are more likely to trip and injure themselves.
Damn right they are.
They say managers will ensure staff wear suitable footwear for the task they are carrying out. Flip-flops are not considered suitable footwear for any council employee when at work. But one of my crews hit back. Obviously, there are jobs where flip-flops are not suitable, but if you're sitting with your feet under a desk, I don't see any problems. Damn right.
If you're sitting with your feet under a desk, you've got flip-flops on, you're going to take your flip-flops off and your manky feet are going to be around. You're going to be twiddling with wires under the desk.
You're
and
not a wire twiddler. No, you're not. You're a journalist, maybe.
You'll be running it underneath your toes. And then more to the point, when you go to get a cup of water to have another 5-minute break because you're so lazy, flip-flop wearers are lazy.
No, they're not. What?
Because they can't be bothered to put shoes on.
No, that's not what you do. You want to get air to your feet.
I just slip these on and then they're already on. I don't have to worry about laces because when I try and tie laces, I cry. Then you go to the water fountain to get a glass of water and the water thing falls off on your toes and you break your toes and you sue the council and go, I broke my toes. No one told me I wasn't supposed to be an idiot.
But they did tell them.
They've told them now. But what is this, 2007?
What on earth are you talking about?
Councils lose thousands every year from council employees suing the council about accidents they've had working for the council.
Where's this come from?
Society.
This anger, man.
This anger, man. You see, you never used to say man before you started wearing flip-flops.
I'm not wearing
flip-flops. You called me
flip-flops.
dude 4 times this week. You said cowabunga to your mother.
Oh,
that's not an accurate way to end a phone conversation with your mother.
Back off, Daddy-o. The thing is...
If I want to trip on your buzz, I'll trip all over
I've seen you wearing flip-flops.
Oh, you have? Oh, around the... Oh, in Spain.
Yeah, what? See, one rule for one country. What are you talking about? They're not allowed to do it in Oldham, but when you go to Spain, you're allowed to get your feet out.
El flippy floppy.
Hairy they are, all dirty and weird, your feet, like gnarled trees. Strutting around. That hat you had on, that's health and safety, a big long hat.
It's good health and safety. It keeps the sun out of your eyes. And I only wore the flip-flops on the beach.
You liar! You wore them around the villa.
I didn't!
You wore them around the villa.
I didn't. In the pool.
We've also had, talking of, how's your spider? How's Reg?
I've not seen him, but I did see a few more this week, but they didn't last very long.
No. Really? Got rid of him?
In the bin.
Louise from Huddersfield has sent us in a message. She says, hiya, how you doing? Hope very well. Spider deterrent, she says. I didn't know about this, but John's had a recurring spider issues. She says, love the mental images last week. Put me in mind of a couple of possible deterrents she's heard about. So this is for you, mate. Apparently, putting conkers about the place keeps the beasties at bay.
Right.
As does a small dish of oil of cloves in the windowsill.
Clove oil, is it? I've heard there is an oil that you can put it around your sills and everything, and it keeps the spidey widies out. Oh, I had to keep coming in from my garden. There was a massive green thing. I don't know what it was.
It's probably one of your flatmates dressed up.
It was like a hoverfly. Massive. Now, this next track
is
a dedication.
Oh, is it?
To a man called Finn. I did a charity gig last week, and a man called Finn paid £60 for a T-shirt.
As if a man called Finn is not wearing flip-flops. Finn's wearing flops.
Do you know, I think he was as well. I think he was.
What, you've given him something?
And we shook hands and his hand was wet.
Oh, dear.
And that's always awkward, innit, when you shake, because you can't recoil.
That's not a charity, do. Can't shake his hand. Yeah, thanks. Oh, you're dirty.
Yeah. So he paid a lot for a T-shirt, which means that now 60 people in Africa have been educated about how to prevent the spread of AIDS.
Well, John actually came in today, didn't you, and said, that's Africa sorted.
Yeah, I think we did the gig Wednesday, the money went out Thursday, and I think it was sorted Friday.
Well, you've linked it brilliantly, because it's the same week as the G8.
Yeah.
So they've put a little cherry on top to your work.
Exactly, yeah.
Hey, have you played with your OCD doll yet? Have a bang on that, John.
I'll have a go in it.
It's got a moist toilet with it.
Comes with a hypoallergenic moist towelette to clean society off your hands.
Now, let's do board games. Do you fancy that?
I didn't know Hans Christian Andersen was OCD.
Who else is OCD?
Woody Allen.
Woody Allen's OCD.
Woody Allen, good lad.
I guess that's the only time he's ever been described.
Howard Hughes. Wow.
Well,
I
he's
watched
proper.
The Aviator.
It's great, isn't it?
I'm getting that. You know the bit when he can't stop saying words?
Yeah.
I'm getting that. I can feel it happening. I get, like, quotes in my head, and I don't say them out loud yet, but it's only a matter of time. Usually, like, quotes from Alan Partridge or something just swimming round and round in my head over and over and over. You wonder why I drink.
Oh, dear.
Go on, read a text message out.
What we're going to do is, I think we should do board games.
Oh, yeah.
Talking of which, let's have this.
I suppose you pays your money, you takes your chance, isn't it?
Oh, it's the Laurel quote of the week.
That's probably not it. That was
last week's. Now, if you find this week's... Now, he didn't do the England game this week. I was really disappointed, so we had to go hunting for one, and we found this.
Yeah, you go and do one as well then.
Where did you find that?
Oh, rooting around. I'll be honest, I knocked on his door, and...
I wonder where he lives. Because we've just found out this week that he's got a wife.
Do it again, it makes me laugh.
Okay.
Yeah, you go and do one as well then.
I suppose you pays your money, you takes your chance.
Oh, he's
isn't it?
wonderful, isn't he?
He's
Some
fantastic.
stuff on the internet. He's not very popular, you know.
He should be.
He should be.
He's a wonderful guy.
He's a great guy.
But I was
Friend of the show.
slightly disappointed to find out he had a wife.
Right.
I like the idea of him being a maverick. I quite like the idea of him in chinos, just sidling up at a bar, just sort of chatting up women randomly.
I think that's a funnier image, though, if he's got a wife. Yeah, I've had to leave the Dragon's Den for 10 minutes, Gary. If he's got a wife to go out of and he goes down the bar in his chinos.
Yeah, I
That's
love
funnier,
that.
innit?
It'd just be great.
She's been on at me again.
Yeah,
Wants me to do that tiling.
Well, I love the idea as well that they're all very super, organised, very professional on the Match of the Day team. They've got their notes. And Nora just wings it. Anyway, well, let's do board games. Text us 64046 or email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk. Tell them what board games is, John.
Board games is games you play when you're bored.
Beautifully put.
Thanks, mate.
Like, we've had one here. This is from Liz. Oh, no, it's not from Liz, but somebody's just called themselves W, right? She says, "Hey, Russ and John, love the show. Good work, top choice. My head hurts this morning because my mate Liz taught me a new game last night called the Sex Walk. Now, she's just left it at that, so if you could text us in, or we'll call you up. In fact, we could give her a call in a minute and find out what the Sex Walk is.
You're
Because,
calling everyone today,
well, I
aren't
think
you?
it'd be fun.
Someone needs to use up his minutes.
But you and me could put the Sex Walk into effect
Right,
and then see how much tail our respective sex walks could get us.
right.
A challenge, if you will.
If you like, yeah.
But what are the others we've got? Text us in, though, any little games you do. Like the Sex Walk. What's the game you play?
This one's a bit weird, to be honest. This
Yeah.
one from Claire Spencer in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Russell, John, very formal way to start an email.
Probably don't need to read the commas out, mate.
Well, I'm stressing the fact that email starts Russell, John.
It doesn't.
That's a bit, just
No,
put
no.
a hi in there.
She's
or
just
a
made
how
a
do you
mistake.
do.
Hey,
It's not
fine.
a mistake. She's done it on purpose.
No, she hasn't, John. These are just normal people.
Russell,
Gun down.
John.
Gun down.
may I introduce Cheeks? And what she's done there, she's put inverted commas, right, in Cheeks. But she's
Seriously,
put the
mate. Read the whole thing out.
May I introduce Cheeks? A game for 2, possibly 3 if you're feeling bold. My boyfriend and I play it on the train. Yeah, boyfriend, all right. You don't need to be so formal. Honestly, Russell, John, I've got a boyfriend.
What the hell is wrong with you, man?
I'd be lying if I said that playing it on the train on the way to work had inspired others to join in thus far. Perhaps you could try a control game on air to teach people that there's nothing to fear.
Right.
Each party... I'm not playing this, by the way.
Oh,
She's
you
never
are.
read the
Don't
email.
play that.
I am not playing this.
Oh, get your hands off your sack.
I'm not touching myself. It involves physical contact. Each party should inflate their cheeks to capacity, hamster style. Are you going to do it? Hamster style, before bouncing their inflated cheek off of those of the other persons involved. The game ends when someone lets out air through the mouth, identifies it by a fart-like sound.
You can only play that with...
a loved one.
Yeah, you simply cannot play that with a mate.
No. That would be weird.
Let's give it a go otherwise.
No.
Come round here.
I'm not playing it. Paul in Wolverhampton. What's up with you?
What did I say we play it? If she set us a challenge...
I'm not playing it. You two can play it. Play it with Adam. He's into weird stuff.
I'm not doing that. You went to a leather bar last night. Deneen told us when
Apparently you went to a skin bar.
Is that right?
Listen,
What happened?
team player Deneen.
Yeah.
What happened? Where'd you go last night?
Nothing.
What?
Oh, he's not talking about it. Although when you changed your top this morning, I saw whip marks on your back.
Such rubbish.
What did you do? I'd love to go to a place.
Peeping anyway.
I'd love to go to a place like that. A friend of mine knows the the chief whipper at the Sydney Dominatrix Society. I
Right?
didn't know there was a tier system. Chief whipper.
There are plenty of tears.
Yeah. Go on, carry on, John.
Paul in Wolverhampton. Big input from the Midlands today.
Yeah.
When I'm bored at work, I play this game. You simply open your instant messenger, in my case MSN, he says, but any instant messenger. Then you add new contact and put 2 random words together and finish it at hotmail.com. Then click edit contact and see if it exists. This is more fun if you play with one rude word, for example, busty or well hung, and then one non-rude word like vomit, and then he's put nomenclature. Great word, well done. Or pedestrian. Minutes of entertainment. Love to your mum, my mum, and mums worldwide.
Lovely stuff. We could do that.
Yeah. And this one's funny. Hi, chaps. Legend of Jeff in Northampton. P.S. Any chance of a podcast?
Hey, it's coming. July.
Look out. You can smell it on the waves.
John's editing it.
For free. My brother and I used to play a game called Sorry Soldier. Yep. This consisted of walking around the living room with our arms held tight to our sides and bumping into each other. When we bumped into each other, we had to say, sorry, soldier.
That's it.
That's it. It's quite simple, but quite funny.
That's a classic childish game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolute cack. Well, keep those coming. Text us 64046 or email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk with all the little quirky games you've done to while away the hours throughout your life. We keep getting texts in every week, right? And we have loads
What is the deal with that?
We have, because I keep saying text us in.
Oh, right.
But what we're doing board games this week, so keep it coming, 64046 or email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk with all the quirky little games. We've had loads. The sexy walk one, we've had the full,
all right,
the full text, right? It says, love the show, good walk, top choice, blah, 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 blah. My head hurts this morning because my mate Liz taught me a new game last night called the sex walk, where you walk as seductively as possible with thrusting hips, making a sexy face. We can both do that.
Yeah.
This both entertains and terrifies the passerby. Oh, you do? That's a dangerous game. While enthusiastically sex walking last night, mildly drunk, brackets, admittedly it's easy to do when inebriated, I bashed my head on the side of Tower Bridge. Having just swished my head in a super sexy way, was going down the steps and was dressed as a pirate. And how fun is that? Just someone driving along going, look at that, Randy Pirate. Maybe it's because I'm a... She's in pain this morning. She just woke up to a bag of now defrosted veg, which I used to help the egg swelling on my forehead. And it's her 21st today. Woohoo, love to you mothers. That's from Annie Flower in East London. What a brilliant name.
Happy birthday, Annie, and I hope your injury's not too serious.
Annie Flower.
Annie, are you okay?
She sounds like a muse from the 70s. I'll see what you've done there. That was
Just
a
me on that
smooth
one.
criminal reference.
Yeah.
We should go to the news. Annie, let's dedicate the news to you. Hopefully there won't be anyone who's dressed as a pirate.
Dedicate the news to you.
What's wrong with that?
It's rubbish.
All right. Do you
It's
want
a nice gesture.
Oh, it's a nice thing to do, John.
Why don't you dedicate the first track out with the news?
Stop
LCD
touching
sound system.
Stop touching your nuts. We've got loads of board games in that we're going to sort of go through now. Text us on 64046 or email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk with any extras. But, John, there's some great ones here, right? Listen to this, right? My friends and I, this is from Classy the One. My friends and I invented a game to pass the time during long coach trips in France. That's a very middle-class start, isn't it?
Yes. Have you met Dimitri?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, this brie is really sitting on me.
It is better in France, isn't it? It is better in France.
I concur. Inspired by the line, I've got soul, but I'm not a soldier, from the Killer song, All These Things I've Done. The point of the game is to try and think of the best alternatives to the line. We've ended up with a massive list, including, I've got a badge, but I'm not a badger.
Nice.
I've got a tie, but I'm not a tiger. I've got a bin, but I'm not Bin Laden. There's no official point system, only the pride of being a genius. Love to your mothers.
Right.
Got any?
I've got brie, but I'm not a breeder.
Lovely.
That works for me as well, because there is a brie in my fridge.
That's
and
correct.
I've not been breeding.
It works for me as well. I've got monks, but I'm not a monkey.
Yeah,
got a load
good.
of monks in my fridge.
Yeah. Don't know what to do with them, do you?
I've got, but I've lost me oboe. There you go. That looks fat. That's a great game. We'll have some fun with that, and I imagine...
OCD, but I'm not popular with people as a
Oh,
result.
don't be like that, mate. We've got loads more. Have you got anything?
I got loads more, mate. I got them coming out of my backside. Printer's broken.
We should really sort that out, yeah. The printer's knackered, and John is a human being, and that's health and safety.
Myself and Tom, my colleague.
Go on!
We used to play Name the Pie.
Never!
While bored at work. Literally.
Name the pie?
He's put literally.
You want to
there.
do a different voice for that?
Yeah.
You can't play Name the Pie.
Yeah. Myself and Tom.
No. Up you go.
Myself and Tom.
No. Up the country you go. Fool.
Scottish.
If you like, although we had
Where
lots.
do you want? You pick a place, I'll do it.
Up north.
Up north?
Yeah.
Well, that's me talking then.
No,
isn't it?
because you're a little bit...
Sorry, mate.
Your voice is a bit...
Come again.
It's just a bit sort of catty.
Myself and Tom, my
Not
colleague.
like that. That's not northern. Well, like, like that. Sort
Oh,
of like,
right.
like, I've just been to Benidorm, like to Aqualand.
And when will they stop going on about it? We've all been to Aqualand, mate.
That was the worst thing to say.
All right, Bez, fancy you being it? I went that Aqualand. Wet for it.
Wet for it,
Yeah,
nice.
that's their catchphrase.
And what, Bez?
Yeah.
Bez used to say wet for it.
Yeah.
What you've
Only
done
when
there?
he'd come back from Aqualand.
You've confused Oasis and the Happy Mondays there.
I had me bloody doobie in my hand, didn't I? I've gone under water, it's got all wet, but I didn't mind.
You've been on that yellow pearl.
Right, name the pie. You've got to guess what pie filling the other one is thinking
Oh,
of.
excellent.
You can play it with anything he says. Name the dog, name the flavour of crisp, but pies are best because there's something fundamentally funny about the pie, isn't there? Love to all mothers from Heather in Canterbury.
You can't do that as well.
I'm thinking of a pie.
Oh, you're thinking of a pie.
I am thinking of a pie now.
Chicken and mushroom.
I knew you'd say chicken and mushroom.
I'm all
not
right.
thinking of chicken and mushroom.
Steak and kidney.
No.
Beef and onion.
Yeah, minced beef and onion.
Sweet, you do it to me.
Meat and potato.
Oh, right, now you go.
Get out of my head!
No, no, do another pie.
I'm doing one.
Right, you've gone for chicken bolty.
No.
You've gone for leek and something or other.
No.
You've gone for...
Last guess.
Oh, Christ. A vegetarian pie.
Go on.
Oh, spinach and ricotta.
No, apple pie. I've gone sweet.
Right.
I've gone sweet.
I've got a pie. Go again.
All right, then. Poo pie.
Oh, for God's sake, this is impossible. How have you got that?
You've written it down.
Son of a... Right, anything else? Any other games?
Cheesy hangman. Playing hangman with cheeses from Fiona in Sheffield.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds rubbish. Not playing that. I'll play proper hangman. Don't need to bring cheese into it. This is from John in Kentish Town. Hi, lads. Not
What,
very...
John?
All right, John, there you go.
Got a new motor?
Nice. Hi, lads. Not very imaginative, but when bored, I see how long I can hold my breath for. Last year, on a tedious budget flight from Italy... Oh, they're all very middle class. Yeah. Last year, on a tedious flight from Italy... after holding my breath for a minute and a half, I exhaled with such urgency I accidentally spat on the head of a bored bloke in front of me, who leapt up and span round to see me red-faced, panting like an idiot. John, Kentish Town. That's fantastic. I have another one here. Hi, Russell and John. A game that me and my wife... I like the sound of this. This sounds fun. We could do this on some of our car journeys, John, the way out.
Our car journeys? When we're going on a car journey together and you try and get secrets out of me?
A game that me and my wife... Let's go for a walk. A game that me and my wife invented for boring journeys is this. You take turns. One person opens their mouth, that can be me, and tries to bite the finger of the other. Who has to touch the tongue of the open mouth person. Hours of fun, a bit like Russian roulette. Cheers, guys. Great show.
We're not playing that.
Let's play that.
We're not playing that. This is a variation on horse. From Emma.
Yep.
We have a special holiday game where we play in the car, post box, phone box, where you score points for spotting post boxes and phone boxes. Get extra points for post vans and post offices.
Rubbish. Get a Game Boy. That's crap.
Get a Game Boy.
Right. I'm not
you
playing
really
that.
are in the 90s, dude.
No, let's not play that. Tetris, yeah, but I'm not. Why would you want to do that on holiday? How was
It's
your
just a
holiday?
little bonus one.
I seen 15 letterboxes.
Yeah.
How was your holiday, Bez? It was brilliant.
Yeah.
100
I went to
foot slide.
post office land,
Right.
20 points.
Let's play a tune now, but
Back
before we
of the
do this,
net.
this is really fun. Listen to this. As I reached for the radio today, as usual on a Sunday morning, my girlfriend, who I thought was asleep, just said in disgust, "I suppose you're putting your boyfriends on, are you?" She's very angry. I think she's jealous, and in fact, she just called my text stupid as she found out I'm sending it to you two.
Right.
There you go. So we're breaking relationships, John. We are John. We are...
We are John.
That would be really great.
For a band.
That does say, yeah, we are John. God, I bet they're crazy. Right, that's the end of the concert. If everyone could file out of the sort of... Oh,
You'll be leaving by Rose.
I will... Yeah, exactly. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Imagine doing that.
I'm toying with the idea of doing that in my Edinburgh
Like in
show.
school assemblies.
Don't think people will go for
No,
it.
you're not doing that. You can't do that at the end. If you've had a horrific gig, I'm not saying you will.
Oh, right. Steady on.
Some of them will
Have
be
we
bad.
been getting texts?
No, we haven't been getting texts. You're brilliant. But the thing is, that's what happens in Edinburgh. Some of the shows will absolutely break your soul and you're going to need comforting. And the last thing you want to do is have to go, right, let's all file out one by one. See ya. It's like that show. Remember, we can't... It involves a friend of ours, and it's a very funny story, but it's not a story for air.
What is it?
It's the story about the German kid. There you go.
I don't know it.
Yeah, you do. We're doing board games. Keep them coming. They're really good. We've had one here, right? Hi, Russell and John. This is from Olivia. When we...
HW.
Eh?
The
No.
German kid.
Yeah. Monkey. Yeah! That story.
I think you've made this story up.
No, I haven't.
Tell
right?
it to me off air.
Yeah, I can't tell it now, because it's...
Right.
It's a bit like that. Anyway, yeah, that story. Right. Sorry if you're listening. This is not really great radio, but we're doing board games, right? When my 3 brothers and sisters and I were younger, we used to play Murder the Troll with my sisters glowing. I've got trolls, but I'm not a trolley. They play Murder the Troll with my sisters glow-in-the-dark troll dolls. The game involved holding the troll up to a light for as long as possible so as to get it as glow-in-the-dark as possible, and then one of us would take it in turns to turn off the light so the room was pitch black, and the game was to find the troll, which really involved rugby tackling each other to the ground, lots of kicking, lots of punching. The winner was the person holding the troll when it was no longer glow in the dark, right? My mum banned us from playing this anymore when my brother got a cut lip, a fat lip, and I got a black eye. Well, we then moved quickly onto bed wrestling. We've all done that, which was as simple as it sounds. We had to wrestle each other until one person was forced off the bed. If you listened to that show before, that's why I used to play Get Out of the Bed and Into the Sharks with my dad. Mum soon banned that too, so we quickly moved on to another game, Stair Slides, which involved sliding down the steep stairs we had in our house on a sleeping bag, whilst others had to create obstacles. We knocked that over. We had to stop doing that when we knocked our nan over, who was standing at the bottom of the stairs. That also became banned. But at least it ended on a clean strike. Love to both your mums, Olivia. Nice.
Cheers, Livy.
Me and my sister used to pretend to shoot or blow up cars with J or G in their registrations whilst on long, tedious car journeys. It was carnage. Carol in Glasgow. And another one, me and my mates play a game called Licky Hair.
Oh, that sounds rank already.
Listen, where you have to go around a club and lick people's hair without them catching you. Oh,
God damn it.
I mean, to be honest, no one's doing it on you.
In a club, I'll sweat.
And when you're at a club, you like to listen to the tunes,
I
don't you?
do like a little bit of Insomnia by Faithless.
Absolutely.
Maybe pop a tab or two.
Have you ever asked for a request from a DJ?
Like Ken Bruce?
No.
No, I haven't, no.
Well, you've never, even as a kid?
Apart from, do you know the number of a good taxi firm? I am leaving.
Have you asked that?
You completely mucked up the mix on those last 2 tracks.
When I was
just coming up as well.
Twice I've been involved in incidents whilst... I remember when I was about 8 and I went up to a DJ, I think at Shorefield Holiday Camp or something.
Right, pretty hardcore there.
It was cracking. And I said, can I have Just Good Friends by Michael Jackson? And he said, it doesn't exist. There isn't a song. And I went away and then thought to myself, no, it does exist. I went back, I went, it does exist. And he went, look, I'm not playing it, all right, kid?
Right.
Yeah. The other was an incident in Magaluf where my friend Liam wanted Come On Eileen played. And he went
As you do.
He went, and it was horrible, right? Because he went up to the DJ. He was quite drunk. He went, I'm going to ask him for Come On Eileen. I really like the song. Went there, and the DJ really loudly over his mouth, I'm not going to play Come On Eileen. Look at that bloke's hair. What an idiot. Look at his hair. What a haircut is that? Oh, my God. And I started slamming him. So my mate Liam, who's, normally, just a sort of normal guy, got really cross. And it was just me and him and a few of us. And he made us wait because he was going to try and beat up the DJ as he left. And we were like, oh, don't do that, Liam. We're on holiday, mate. Just calm down.
DJs really wind you up.
Yeah, but it was really horrible. He kind of slammed him. Look at his hair. Look at his, yeah, but your hair's great. Yeah, but he's mocked it, mate. Yeah, but your hair looks lovely. It's fine. And this DJ came out, right? And we were like, Liam was ready to go and sort of sort him out. And somebody came along and bottled the DJ, smacked it on his head. And then this massive fight started. The DJ started smacking him back and was clearly quite hard. He got bottled and then beat up the bloke that bottled him. And my mate Lee just went, yeah, he's learned his lesson. So we kind of waited. It was horrible. Fights and such.
People you used to hang around with, eh?
Yeah, Magaluf.
Yeah.
Magaluf I went to. It was horrible. It's one of the most depressing moments of my life. We arrived at Magaluf. We got a really cheap deal on holiday. And we were greeted by a peanut M&M. A bloke dressed as a peanut M&M.
Yeah.
And he played hardcore.
They've got to go on holiday too,
oh,
you know.
Christ, it was so depressing. I saw this. I felt like you, right? Because we got on this bus. It's like, yeah, mate, Magaluf, we're going to have it. Whistle posse. Like that. And I'm sat there. And there was a bus opposite, and I'll never forget this, full of pensioners.
Right.
Maybe watching Morse. And I've never wanted to be on it more in my life. It just looks so kind of soothing and, But can you get on a bus full of pensioners? No.
No, they don't like that.
Not dressed as a peanut M&M. Now, let's have, if we can, should we find out more about the adventures of the Rustbot?
Yeah, I think it's about that time.
It's been going on. It's become a bit of a saga now.
Yeah, well, they're out on their own.
Let's see what happens with our heroes this week.
A long time ago, well, at least 6 weeks ago, 2 robots were created to help 2 grown men through a temporary separation. For different reasons, they became separated from their human owners. Against all odds, they found one another. Now, they must find their way home.
I don't like these woods. They're scary.
No, mate, this is scary.
What was that?
All 5,000 series have a hell demon in our pants. A pant devil, if you like. What's in your pants, face?
Mud.
In 3,000. Listen, fella, if we're going on an epic journey together, you're going to have to not get on my titch. You need to be a 5,000 like me. It's amazing. I can sing. I can do impressions.
I'm Moira Stewart.
I can microwave meals.
Yeah, but...
Don't interrupt me! I can pop balloons. I can play the violin. And if I want, I can take the skin off a cat.
Mr. Cuddlebum, what have you done?
Don't worry, with my bot fixer, I'll have him back in a jiffy.
You've turned him into an elephant.
I hate cats.
How'd you become a 5,000 anyway, John Bot?
It's not easy. First, I need to know you trust me. Close your eyes.
Ah!
Trust nobody. Lesson learnt. Now, take this pill. Ah! You daft mother...
That's disgusting.
I know, that's not the pill. That's a block of frozen Yeti piss.
Well, why'd you make me swallow it then?
I need to know you're committed to the change. I'm proud of you. Here, eat this.
Ah! That was piss again.
Funny as
I want the real pill, John Bot. Give it to me, you psycho.
There is no pill. I was joking. Sorry, lad. There is, however, a drink. Here.
Ah! Oh, for
yeah, well, this is not getting any less funny. 3 times you're drunk now. 3! Me, you thick.
Fine. I could ask what sort of beast wanders around with a steady supply of Yeti piss on him, but I'm above that sort of thing. Thick I well may be. Maybe I'll stay at 3,000 and you'll have no booze.
No! Put me f***ing booze down! Me! Not the Bombay Sapphire! Me Baileys! You're a madman! I love a Baileys. Olive! This has cost me a right pretty penny. No! I give in! I'll make you a 5,000! Put this microchip in your special place!
Where's my special place?
You've got your finger in it! Oh, your ass, man! It needs to go in your ass!
I don't believe you!
Cinzano Bianco, Nookie Brown! The ass! Give me your ass! I'll put it in myself!
You're lying! I don't believe you!
The ass! Stop wiggling! Give us your ass!
3000 series update program configuration. System error. System error. System error.
Sticks.
Incorrect insertion. Voice scrambler activated.
Rice Krispies, Shreddies, Monkeys, Rufus Wainwright, Fizzy, lots of mud. I'm a little teapot, short and stout.
Oh, bastard. There goes me weekend. I'm going to go for a few meats to do some pages of the Dyson Airblade. This is going to need fixing. The you looking at? I hate cats.
How is your attempt to learn Phantom of the Opera going?
Go on.
Didn't you tell me you were going to, and I believe I'm quoting you directly, I'm going to be in a pub one day doing Phantom of the Opera on the piano, and people are going to come in and go, oh, that's lovely, and you're going to say, no bother, and do it. Pretty sure you said that whilst drunk.
I don't think so. I think you might have dreamt it.
No.
Got a dream I had last night.
Right.
Dreamt I was doing a gig.
Hang on a minute, everyone back away from the radio, because this could go nowhere. You dreamt you're doing a gig.
I'm doing a gig, right? Who's comparing?
Me?
My mum.
Your mum's
My
comparing?
mum's comparing a gig.
Hang on a minute, I bet she's ripping it. Now,
She's doing well, yeah.
Where are you from? America? Boom!
I'm headlining, right?
Is she, what kind of a comic is your mum?
Well, she's doing some chat, right? But
Oh,
I
no,
can't-
that's what you do!
I'm backstage. I'm getting a bit nervous, right? So I go for a little walk. For some reason, in the middle of the gig, I go and watch Wind in the Willows.
Right,
Which
flipping
is-
hell, someone's left Wind of the Willows. That was one of the best moments of the Edinburgh Festival last year, right? John was in his little room.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, sorry, mate. John's watching Wind in the Willows. I come in, I don't realise he's having a bad day. I put milk down, and you got very cross about that. Is that right?
I can't remember. Yeah, you generally irked me. I was having one of my quiet moments.
He was having a quiet moment watching Windy the Willows.
With my secret cherry bakewells that he used to keep in my room.
Yeah, he used to keep... No, it wasn't that. And them cheap Jaffas he used to keep...
cheap... Yeah.
He used to keep cheap Jaffa cakes in his room.
And they're all like, oh, where'd you buy cheap Jaffa cakes? Tell you what, when we're playing Xbox late at night and I bring the cheap Jaffas out, nom-noms over there, can't keep his hands off him.
But it was really... That was the first time that we became, like, proper friends, because I just came in and go, what are you doing? Watching Windy the Willows? And you just threw off your headphones. Right, I watch it on my own time. What do you want to do? Have fun with me now. Carry on. So you watch Windy the Willows?
I've gone to watch Windy the Willows, come back to the gig, and my mum's like doing a proper MC. No, she's backstage now. She's going, ladies and gentlemen.
Why's she gone off stage?
She's I don't know, it's a riff she's on. She's doing this backstage bit now where she's building me up. Anyway, you're backstage as well.
Oh, great,
and
what
you
am I
start
doing?
having a go at me about the fact that we're not spending any quality time together.
Oh, right, okay.
Proper. And then I go out and I'm chatting to a woman who's got a woman called Gideon. She's like 70, this woman. I'm chatting to her. She's got problems with her legs.
She's not a woman, John.
Well, it didn't occur to me at the time that this was odd. It was only when I woke up I thought, a woman called Gideon?
Hang on a minute, you've been hoodwinked.
Yeah.
Did she try and get you to give her money for some dog called Ted?
No, she kept going on about the fact she was going to die.
Oh, Christ.
Anyway, 100% belter.
Never mind that. How did the gig go?
It went all right, to be honest. I wasn't best pleased, but, you know, I'd like to have put some more new stuff in.
And is there a way that I can get hold of your mum, try and watch her gigs?
She's very good, you know. I think
sounds
she should
good.
start gigging. She's just very comfortable, very easy to watch.
Look
Very
at you.
relaxed stage man, a bit blue.
Yeah, I can imagine. What's that underneath your nose? Is it the moustache or is it... John, Falamouche.
Oh, nice. Will you do the fandango?
If you like.
Yeah, Portuguese. You've just taught you a bit of Portuguese.
Yep, just like that.
Falamos.
Falamos, which means... hey.
Almost.
Falamos, which means let's talk.
Yeah.
There's probably some Portuguese people out there now going, oh, lovely stuff.
And some Portuguese dogs.
What's the Portuguese for? Oh, lovely stuff. I will listen with an open ear.
Oh, I don't know. You can't spring that sort of stuff on me.
Well, you did a degree in it, man, before you...
I didn't do a degree. I did a year of a degree, and then I dropped out.
Oh, here we go again.
You again with your problems.
I went up to the bridge and made a decision.
But you made the right decision. Now look at you.
Well, at the moment, I'm still only 24. It could backfire, though. I could have to go into regular employment, be up against people half my age with all their newfangled degrees.
You're like that bloke. What's his name out of... Oh, that's exactly who you're going to be. Oh, Christ, what's that really famous... I remember the first time I met Andy Dufresne.
Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah, you're going to be like that Hooks bloke that goes out.
Oh, nice, the guy who hangs himself from his roof.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, lovely stuff, thanks. Well, fingers crossed.
The world's gone and got itself in a right bloody hurry.
Yeah.
You'd be great in that.
Yeah.
You'd be quite good at breaking out of a prison, I imagine.
Imagine
if you and me were roommates in a cell. We'd have some smashing in the house, wouldn't we?
I'm more in sort of not getting in prison.
Yeah,
I'm more in sort of prevention.
You'd get there accidentally. You'd save someone's honour.
Yeah.
And stab a baddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do.
I lie in bed thinking about stuff like that.
What?
Like saving people's lives and stuff. I always have this recurring one about a kid that's going to get run over by a truck and I push it out of the way, but then I get hit by the truck.
And I'm driving it. How unlucky is this? Yeah.
Talking to your monkey that you've got in the passenger seat, not looking at the road.
Sydney?
Yeah, Sydney is it now?
Yeah, that's what he's called.
Right.
Now, you were talking about mums. I had a bit of an incident with my mum this week.
Right.
As you know, I told you I bought a leather bed.
You did buy a leather bed this week, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what everyone said. I told my mate. I told Kitson, I said, I've bought a leather bed. And he just spent about a minute going, wow, you find me in the club. But so I had to hang up on him. He asked me, where did you buy it? DFS. And he started laughing at me, like that was sort of somehow scummy.
I heard they're having a sale.
What's wrong with that? It's a cheap leather bed. I mean, that doesn't sound sleazy in any way.
Kilroy sat on it, but, you know, it's worth the discount.
But I took my mum along, because I don't really know how to buy proper adult stuff.
Buy stuff.
Well, buying a sofa and buying a bed, I've never done that before, so I just fancied my mum there to hold my hand.
It's like buying a Mars bar, but bigger.
It is. That's what the shop owner said.
Yeah.
But it's very funny, because this kind of Bristolian bloke was like, right there, so what are you looking for? I was looking for a bed, really. What size? And I went, I'm not sure, maybe a double, maybe a king size. And my mum... Yeah, but my mum just kind of goes, he don't want a king size, he wants a double. Hey, Russ, you're not going to get yourself a fat girlfriend, are you? In front of everyone. It was ridiculous. So I sat there going, well, you know, if I do get a fat girlfriend, is there a deal I can get? You know, can I get a free upgrade if you get a fat girlfriend? And this bloke goes, sorry, sir, we got a strict no fat girlfriend upgrade policy. you know,
Nice.
playing in the
Playing
joke.
the role, yeah.
Yeah, to which my mum there goes, that's a bit unfair against fat girls, isn't it? So we sort of sat there in this ridiculous conversation. And some of the things it was like, I imagine shopping for her was like when I was a kid, because she was trying to get me to buy all this kind of fancy stuff for the garden. You want to get a light, you want to get a glowworm, get a snuggle-worm, get
A glowworm?
Yeah, put that in the back, the glowworm lights, John, all right? And then we're walking around this flat that I've got, and my mum went, what you want to do, right? You want to get yourself somewhere to put your socks, and this is a direct quote from my mum, because then you'll be led in bed at night going, my socks are safe.
Sounds like sensible thought.
I said to her, I really am not your son. You need to be in touch with my good friend John.
Right.
And she went,
She never called.
I like Curly. Curly is a friend of mine. So there you go. You're Curly. That's my mum. When you drift a bit, when you've had a big night, Mum Saturday, I like to do a nice little swear before we go on air.
Yeah.
Cheers you right, didn't it?
One day it's going to backfire, that's all I'm saying. Maybe I'll get a remote control microphone putter up here.
Now, we're putting games to bed for this, which is quite a motherly way of putting it. Games, John.
Oh,
I said.
okay.
But we're going to do that next week, every week, board games. Getting loads, it's brilliant. But
I folded them in half and put them in next week's page in my show book.
Ah, right. I've just put them there.
You just lost yours.
But this is the very last one. This is fantastic. Me and my friend played the Russell and John game. That's you and me, that is.
Is it?
Yep.
Might not be me. It turned out to be Russell and John McCririck.
Oh, this is awkward. Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
Me and McCririck are doing a
It's
show.
a good show.
Yeah.
Him and he's twitching.
He's from Bristol, and the game is... his mates from... I'll read it again. They played the Russell
Let's
and John
start
game.
again, because skip my John McCririck gag as well, because it turned out it was rubbish.
It's fine, John.
We'll edit that out for the podcast.
Well, to be honest, your mum will chat about it when she brings you off.
Yeah.
There's a better way of putting that. Me and my friend play the Russell and John game. He's from Bristol, and the game is that he talks like Russell, doing impressions of John. I'm from the north, and I have to respond like John, impersonating Russell. We do this when we're out and get very odd looks. Love to Mrs. Howard and Mrs. Richardson.
Lovely stuff.
How cool's that?
That's very
Little
nice.
games involving you and me.
Yeah. Imagine walking around Bristol and hearing someone behind you doing you, as it were.
Screw.
Can you hear a tapping?
Yeah, he's doing me. Lovely stuff. Right, let's keep it moving right along, unless you've anything.
Oh, look at you slamming the bits of paper down. Let's keep it moving right along. This is a tight ship all around here. Russell Howard, Six Music, blah, blah, blah.
Hi, Russell and John. I'll start by saying it's been this is from Jamie Doherty. It's been
What a weird email. This isn't at, this is from Jamie Doherty.
Do you want to start or do your McCarrick, Jamie? Right, I'll do it as
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I've gone a bit mental.
You have a bit?
Yeah.
It's probably coming out of his system now.
Yeah.
In fact, let's try the line again. Let's find out.
Trying my house again.
Yeah,
are
let's
we?
see if there's
Find out
anyone
what's
here.
been fiddled with.
Yeah, exactly.
What's been broken. My mate
If you-
Sam broke my camp bed.
If you're listening to, we should have a picture of Dale Winton on it. Now, here we go. What we've been doing all morning, we've been trying to ring up John's house because he claims to have had a barbecue yesterday. No, and he claims that his friends stayed over,
there.
and
They'll
they
come
should
through.
still be here,
Yeah.
but they're not picking the phone up, which leads me to believe that John's got heavily drunk and has been chatting. And he's laid out the table in his garden. There's just been tables and chairs.
Welcome to BT
it's not
Answer
happening now.
1571.
He's absolute.
She's always there, though.
She.
Yeah, that woman always answers my phone. I'm not there. I don't know how she gets in. She must have a key.
Right, this is the email I was trying to read out earlier. Hi, Ross and John. I'll start by saying it's an absolute pleasure to listen to your show. Thanks very much. I also have OCD. John, one of your crew, do your little dance. Unfortunately, mine is to pick up other people's OCDs and make them my own.
All right.
So he'll still be
A
listening to.
thief.
He'll still be listening to the show. However, he has to stand close to the radio so he can turn the volume down when John speaks. Because he'll pick up your OCDs.
All right. I thought
But you're
that
not
was a
always.
nasty email. Then.
No, he's not. No.
You
It's
got
just
a lot of those.
he's left. No.
Have to turn the radio down.
You've misinterpreted. If I tell you what, and to be honest, whatever his name was, Jamie, if you're doing that, you're losing half the pleasure from the show. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
I'm doing a benefit gig for a charity today, and I don't know what that is either. I hope it's nothing bad. How awkward would that be?
Yeah.
I'm doing a gig.
Raising money for genocide.
Yeah, imagine that. Oh no!
Yeah.
It's
The
for
UN give a
Jenna-
real bum rap to mass murderers.
Genocide. I thought it was for Jennifer Saunders. This is awkward.
She's doing all right for herself.
She's doing all right. I saw her the other day at the.
Around at your party that you had.
No, at Judy Garland's concert.
The other day.
The Rufus Wainwright Judy Garland.
The other day.
A couple of months ago.
Yeah, last year.
It wasn't last year.
Pretty much. It was in my head.
Step off your high horse, you drunk.
So you were hanging around with Jennifer Saunders
No.
and Aid Edmondson.
My mum actually claimed that she was, but she was a few rows back. We were in front of her. We felt great.
Right.
What are you doing for the rest of the week? Love?
I'm going to Belfast.
Are you going to watch any telly that's going to make you giggle like this?
Oh, this is Philip and Fern, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Losing it.
Sorry.
She's funny.
You know what's popped in now? China. Tissue will do it.
There you go.
Lovely
We're
stuff.
doing that every week. It's really
Yeah.
good fun finding them on the internet.
Laughing's great.
There's a really good one, which we can't really play on the show because it doesn't really make sense. The French chat show one.
German.
Is it German? I thought it
Or
was French.
Austrian or something.
About a guy who's had some procedure, or I think he's had his gonads removed.
Yes.
And he has a voice a little bit like this. And basically you just see a man cracking up. Now I'm led to believe it's actually false. It's not true, but you know.
I suppose you pays your money, you takes your chances.
Yeah, I linked that in
Lovely
quite
stuff.
nicely.
You're not getting on with Laura at the moment, aren't you?
I'm getting on with him very well. We had a phone call the other day. He was a little bit gruff.
Yeah? You go and do one as well then.
Oh, he's such a nice man to chat to.
Hey, oh Christ, what have I done? I've pressed something wrong here. I can't hear myself. There you go. Sorry. about
Panic
that.
stations, all these buttons in front
Oh,
of you.
John, I pressed the wrong
If
button
only
there.
they was Cadbury's buttons, I wouldn't be so nervous. But they're proper buttons.
That's
I can't
me.
eat them.
That's
Every button
me.
I eat, I gets in trouble.
That's how I talk.
I've eaten number 2, look, and now no one's got number 2.
That's me, listen.
They've called it Radio Nothing this week because I ate it too.
Meanwhile,
I
yesterday...
didn't know.
Hey, I tell you what, I'm enjoying this barbecue. Aren't you, Sydney?
Yes, John, I'm loving this barbecue. What do you think of it, Terry? Oh, I think it's a lovely barbecue. I think John's put on an excellent spread. Let's tell everybody that we all stayed over around his house and then he can pretend he's got friends on the radio.
You finished yet?
That's a lovely
This is our last minute where we have to say our goodbyes and
Hey,
everything.
will you two be quiet? I'm trying to cook your bloody dinner.
Well, it appears I've
that's
finished for
quite
this week,
enough for
listeners.
me, John.
So I'll
I've
see you
had
again
enough
next
food.
week.
You're an excellent host. Why
Russell
don't you
seems
take
to have
your
gone
trousers
mental.
off?
Hey, I'm not taking my trousers off. Maybe I will.
Join
I
me
think
next week
that's
for the
an
Jon
excellent
Richardson
idea.
show.
Hey, we've had a lovely text here. What are you doing for the rest of the week, John?
Listening to you talk rubbish by the sounds of it.
Sweet. We've got an offer here. Hi, boys. Enjoying your show on my canal boat. That sounds fantastic. Sailing down from Leeds to Bristol. But could you play a nice smooth track for the ducks and cows? No. But she says, I'll be in Banbury this afternoon if either of you are passing, as I don't know anyone down here. Ruth.
Get the ducks onto the boat and we'll play, we'll end with a track by Crowded Houseboat.
Oh, lovely stuff. Don't stop now. This is for the ducks.
See ya.
See you later. Have a good week.
Whatever, have a good one.
Yeah.
Love to whoever.
Exactly.
Yeah? You go and do one as well then.
BBC 6 Music.